that brings us to kind of like the male ego. And I think me and Teresa and April were talking about this on the phone is the husband is supposed to be the head and the leader and this, but why if they're so strong, why do we always have to pump them up to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pump us
Yes.
up. We are the wife, but you are the head and we still have to pump you up to keep you up. So.
Okay, Blog World, somebody answer that. I really need help on that because you are, and you know, you hear from older people, oh, you gotta make them feel important. Oh, you gotta make, but who is doing that? I'm supposed to be the weaker vessel. I need to be stroked. I need to be pumped up. I got kids, I got this, I got that, but you walk in the door, you've just been at work at one job. You need to be
It's not for
strong.
you though. It's not, what I have realized, it's not for me.
Mhm.
It's what how people see him. So I'm supposed to be doing this in the background while he's putting all this,
Chips,
I've been bread right
Man.
now.
Oh, yeah.
So it's not what we're doing, it's what he's putting off is why we're stroking his ego. You see what I'm saying?
You know how the Bible talks about a virtuous woman and how her husband is known amongst the elders because of all the work she's doing. You know, it's like she's putting in that work.
Makes sense. Yeah, you're right.
And it's just like when you're boss. If you're supporting somebody, you're doing all the paperwork and you're making sure when he goes into a business meeting, he's got everything. He knows that if he opens his book, he has everything that he needs to put this presentation.
But you did the work, but the boss
did the work.
You know, the bosses can't do it on
Yeah,
that.
right.
And you
But
get the
guess what?
raise.
We still get mad at the boss. I feel like
Here's the thing. When you walk away, he's feeling good because they pat him on the back. You get the raise. So I guess in your home life too, it's like, so you make your husband feel good in front of his friends and his family. He's a big man, and then he comes home and he's like looking at you like, yeah, baby, you just did. I'm about to pay you good or whatever. Like,
And he
don't
keeps trying.
work.
He keeps
Yeah,
moving. He
exactly.
keeps
He keeps for the family. He keeps hustling. So,
y'all turned it into a positive.
But
Yeah.
it is. I mean, you think about you want the best for your husband, and he's the face of your family. So if he, no matter what you got to do to stroke that ego and make him feel good, he does the work for the family. He is the head. So whatever comes from the head trickles down. So whatever happens with your husband, by you pushing him forward, everything that he does for the family comes down on you. So, you think about, you do reap the benefits when you stroke that ego and, you go that extra mile for him.
It's
So I know it's hard, but you know what? If your mindset is totally different about it, and then he there's a realization in your husband that he knows, you know what? I wouldn't be who I am without this woman that's pushing me, that's beside me. We wouldn't take him from his rib for no reason. We're strong. We're made to be strong.
Right.
And so you think about that. We help. Make his back straight. We make him look good. You think about, your man got on a nice suit and he got that haircut. That's a representation of you. And he smells good. Baby, you smell good. Baby, I like that tie. He picked that tie out. That pumps him up and give him the confidence. You know what? I can go that extra mile for my family. I can do this. I can work that extra business. You know what? I can haul that, take this truck and do whatever I got to do with it. I can stay up and write this paper. I'm going to go back to school for my family. All this that you think about what you do when you stroke your husband. It's not just for your husband, it's for your family.
Now, ladies,
Go ahead, Ariana.
one thing though, some ladies do is they throw money at their man, thinking that that's going to increase his confidence. It's what you say to him and how you support him and how you have his back. It's not always the money.
Sometimes I think it's the opposite. The man throw the money at the wife. But I like what I've heard. Have you ever heard before that the husband is the head and you are the neck?
That's what I was going to say.
So you can think, have you ever heard that? Your husband is the head and you are the neck. So
You make sure
you
that's
turn. Okay? You still got control.
I've never heard that.
I mean, either. I like that.
But as far as submitting, I think you turn it. Well, we're not even talking about submitting anymore, but the ego part. I like what you said about it helps your family, but just sometimes even when you're alone, it's still like you still have to watch what you say to your husband because their ego is so fragile. You always gotta feel like you need your man because I feel that men need to be needed. And I just, it's like the wife has so much on her plate. She has to make sure the man's mind is right, the kids, and it's just a lot. Like
in the not to get you up or that, but like in the heat of the night. Let's be real. This is when I work at midnight. I'm exhausted. but I have to go and do my own thing, and they're sleeping, they're fed, I haven't eaten, I'm tired, my hair is falling out, you are really stressed. Who comes, is that God, I guess, who comes and ministers to me? And I've ministered to the kids, and I've ministered, and I got my husband, he's ready to go to work, and he loves me, but then I am in a dark room, and I'm just like about to lose it. Who ministers to mom?
But you
or
know
wife?
But you know what?
Yeah, we talk, we like, you tell me something.
You know what, it is so good to have, everybody needs somebody that they can talk to. You know, if you're married, you should have a married person that you talk to. And also, it's very fruitful to have a person that is on your level or higher. You don't ever want to talk to somebody that's lower than, not saying they're lower you, but certain type of experiences that they haven't experienced. There's somebody that can teach you about certain things that you're going through in your marriage. That is so extremely important. But also, prayer. Some people can take that very lightly, but when you have a close relationship with God, that helps you. And then, all of that, you have to learn how to take care of yourself. Sometimes you have to steal away that time and say, you know what, mommy has to take this time to do that, so that, so if you're anxious or, you got a lot of different things that you think about, you're stressed out, so you want to put it off on your kids. So we have to learn when there are certain times when we need to step away and say, I need to take a breather, or go to that girlfriend or the set of people that you have as your support group. Because we do need that as women, to have somebody that you can talk to and that you can pour out into, and other people can pour back into you, because you pull so much out of yourself. So that is so extremely important, that you have a very good support group and a foundation that can support you.
I think also, like you said, having those right support systems. I was told one time, you always want to go to somebody, and I didn't understand how come I felt like I had friends who pulled so much from me, and I only had a few that I could go to. But it's because you have to have those ones you can go to who uplift you, and then there will be those who you have to uplift, who might be those ones you're mentoring. And it's like making sure you understand the differences in those friends is important, because you might find yourself in one day like I had, where I said, I'm just going to be a butt today. I'm tired of, and I hate to say this, men are sensitive. They are very sensitive. And I said, I'm tired of it. Today is my day, I'm going to be a butthead. And I was a butthead. And it just made for a long day. Because at the end of it, you still had to regroup and stroke that ego some more. So it's like.
And that's another reason why wife exists, because it's just like you said, sometimes you're alone, and who do you talk to? One reason that wife was created, because I was sitting there thinking, like my pastor would preach that, married people are actually very lonely. And I was thinking, wife and women are very, very, very lonely people, because sometimes you can't share what you're going through, because you don't think anybody else is going through what you're going through. But if you sit down and talk to another married woman, they are going through what you are, very something similar, or have been through it. And you never share, just because of what we talked about on another episode, where people think you are one thing, but really you're not. So that's why wife was created, because many married women are going through things that they can't really share, but we're all kind of sisters in this, going through the same thing. So with that being said, we want to thank you for watching another episode of Wife. Please stay tuned to the next episode, and if you have any questions, please email us at wife2010.com. Again, I'm Bernetta,
Ariana, Angela,
And Teresa.
And April.
and we will see you next time. Once again, WIFE stands for
Why Isn't Forever Easy. Bye.
Bye.